G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Well, it's getting pretty cold out there. Massive blanket of cloud has completely obliterated the sun. There isn't a single spot in Queensland where it hasn't started raining at least a little bit, and there's plenty more rain coming tomorrow and likely into the weekend as well. Temperatures today across the Herbert Burdock and the range in Townsville was 21 up to only 24 degrees. Humidity this afternoon of 64%. Air got to 21 only, and Charters Towers, would you believe, just 17 degrees. At the satellite loop now, you can see a massive band of cloud has covered the state of Queensland entirely. It's due to an upper-level low pressure system that's constantly developing and intensifying, and it will be slow moving, and it will bring rain to all of Queensland over the next 2 days, but particularly the central area where a severe weather warning's been issued. If you look at today's chart, you'll see why it's been so cold. An unusual situation of cold southerly winds underrunning a thick blanket of cloud. Cold southerlies usually bring clear skies, so the sun hasn't had a chance to heat up the ground. We've had maxes of 8.5 degrees at Roma, which has to be an all-time record, and there's a couple of others as well. On tomorrow's chart, on top of the upper level low producing widespread rain across Queensland, you can also see this offshore trough accentuating the winds along the coast, for which there's also a warning. To the latest from the BOM, boating forecast for Townsville waters. Definitely not a great day on the water with a strong wind warning in place. Things should ease a little over the weekend, but you may want to make other plans. High tides will be after 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, with the lows expected around lunchtime. Now, the Herbert and Burdekin, rain tomorrow, heavy at times with a possible storm. Townsville 12 up to only 19 degrees. Air 19 as well, and Ingham 18. Brrr. Northern Goldfields and Upper Flinders also rain tomorrow, possibly heavy in the east. Charters Towers just 15 degrees and Georgetown 17. Looking ahead for Townsville, looks like those rain patches may carry through the weekend. The cloud cover will keep the mins out of single digits. Maximum temps will warm up on the other side of the weekend. I've had a request from Joe Kane to explain mirages, the strange images of shimmering water and upside-down mountains often seen over the dry plains of inland Australia. It's an optical illusion that occurs when light from a distant object gets reflected off a hot or cold air boundary before it gets to our eyes, making it look like it's hanging upside down in mid-air. Ancient seafarers apparently used mirages to catch a glimpse of faraway lands well before they appeared above the horizon, which is pretty clever, I think. Thanks, Joe, for the question, and thank you all for your loyal patronage to 7. Now it's over to Scott Hillier with the fishing report.
Yeah, good on you, Livio. Well, wind and rain forecast for the weekend isn't ideal if you're planning on wetting a line. Tip for the diehards will be to find a little spot tucked in out of the breeze. Good run on the tide. That full moon is on the way, so that's a bit of saving grace. Here's a couple of tips. Good luck if you do wet a line over the weekend. Remember, always check that latest forecast before heading out. I'll be back here next Thursday night. 7 local news. Have a top weekend.
Great, thanks for that, Scotty. And that's 7 News for this Thursday. Thanks very much for your company.
Just a reminder, of course, we have a replay over on 7.2 coming up in a moment. Otherwise, we'll catch you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.